Beating the odds, week 3. Fellas, we're on a heater right now. 5-0 last week, 7-1 on the season.
Like winning.
We are approaching 65% the last 4 years on these prop bets. It's time, man. If you haven't hopped on, it's not too late because I have 6 plays this week. I wanted to keep it to 3 plays like usual, but I love all these bets. Last week, 5-0. I'm going to go through the results here. Bet of the week was Jamar Chase over 83.5 yards. He crushed that, 165 yards without Joe Burrow most of the game. Love that bet. We had Bo Nix over 18.5 rushing yards. He hit 20. We sweated that one out a bit, but still won. Drake made 25-plus rushing yards. That was even money. 31. Beat that one. Justin Fields over 43.5 rushing yards. He got 49. Only had 3 completions. Only played 3 quarters, but he got that done. And then Jamison Williams. This was a weird one because it was 47.5 receiving yards. His line, 2 catches, 108 yards. 5-0. 5-0, baby. 7-1 to start the year. I got 6 plays. 2 must plays. But real quick, this video is always coming out Friday between 5 and 7 p.m. Central. Make sure you subscribe. Get the notification. Get these bets right away. Because if you don't, the odds change. Some of the lines will go from 50 yards to 55, 53, sometimes a big jump. Important to get those right away so you can tail these properly. First bet. This is my favorite bet of the week. I have 2 must plays. This one for sure. Marvin Harrison over 46.5 receiving yards. That's at the 49ers. Minus 110 at Bet365. The line is not out on DraftKings yet. I assume this line is going to go to 51 yards because that is crazy low. Love the matchup. Love the usage. Good game script. Love this one. Next play, I got 1 rushing prop. I have won 11 rushing props dating back to last year on the show. Trevor Lawrence, over 10.5 rushing yards. They're against the Texans, at home against the Texans. That's minus 119 on DraftKings. That might go up to 11.5 to get to minus 110. I don't mind that either, but currently 10.5 is what I got. Good matchup. Tough fronts there for the Texans, but he's going to have to be running. He's going to be under duress. I see some design runs from him in this game, and I love laddering this one all the way up because it's such a low number. We've seen in college Trevor Lawrence break a 60-yard run for a touchdown. 50-plus yards for him is 17-1 odds. 70-plus, I know that sounds crazy, but it's 44-1. Throw $1 on that, man, to win $44. Love those odds right there. Third bet. The next 4 bets are all receivers that have been struggling. Number 1 receivers on their team that have not hit their number. Maybe they've hit it once. I don't think any of these guys have hit their number once this year. The number's way lower than it should be. They're due. That's my reasoning. I'm picking spots here. Not as much matchup-based. Spots. First bet for receivers. Calvin Ridley, over 49.5 receiving yards. They're at home against the Colts. That's minus 114 on DraftKings. Super low number. Cam Ward's looking better. I love the matchup here. The Colts defense is not as good as it's shown. Calvin Ridley's going to get 8-plus targets in this game. I love it. Fourth one. Drake London, over 64.5 receiving yards at Carolina Panthers. Minus 110 on DraftKings. So the Panthers are a run funnel. So they are the worst in the league at stopping the run, which might be like, okay, don't bet Drake London. Drake London has a little bit of a shoulder injury. He played through it. He looked fine to me. Still playing all the snaps. He's the number 1 there. But the run funnel is good because they're going to sell out to stop the run. You're going to get a lot of one-on-ones from Drake London, and Michael Penix is going to give him a couple deep shots in this game. That is a really low number. Fifth one, same play as Drake London, a struggling guy. Nico Collins, over 68.5 receiving yards. That is minus 114 on FanDuel. At home against the Jags, so in that game with the Trevor Lawrence bet. Kirk is back, so I like the fact Kirk is back. Going to take a little bit of pressure and a little bit of attention away from Nico Collins. Now, Christian Kirk's not a world beater, but he is at least a professional receiver. They've been throwing out their rookies and Dalton Schultz as their number 2. It's a good spot for him. It's a get-right game for him. 10-plus targets incoming. 68.5 is really doable. Last one. Now, this one is weird because I got it at 54.5. It's Ladd McConkey over 54.5 at minus 113 on DraftKings. This is already screaming up. In the last 2 hours, it's gone up to 57.5. By the time you see this, it might be at 60. I still like it at 60, but there might be a book where it's still low. But check all the books. But I have 54.5 for Ladd McConkey. They are at home against the Broncos. Great matchup for him. Surtain's amazing. Doesn't really shadow and doesn't really go in the slot. So Ladd's a 60% slot player. A lot of his targets are out of the slot. Last week, Josh Downs, worst quarterback, worst player than Ladd McConkey, had 8 targets, 6 for 51. against the Broncos. So I expect a really competitive, high-scoring game here. So 54.5. Also a guy has yet to hit his number. You've seen Quentin Johnson go off. You've seen Keenan Allen go off. I think it's time for Ladd McConkey to go off. I love laddering this one up all the way, too. There's 6 plays for you. I think worst-case scenario, these are going 3-3. I could see a 5-1. Dare I say 6-0? I don't want to jinx it. Let's make some money, and let's keep on beating the odds.